I jump into my recipes today, I just want to say thanks to Target for sponsoring this video. Y'all, and yes, I say that word sometimes, it is way too hot in here, but I'm filming this for you in our brand new bedroom. It's not finished yet, but I'm gonna film my intro on the new hardwood flooring. Welcome to another food video. I am making a bunch of vegan, high protein snacks that are great for pregnancy. They're great for any time, obviously, but I've been focusing on upping my protein while staying vegan for the animals, for the planet, for my health. And so that is the theme of today's video. I have a few snacks in here. Some of them are basic. Some of them are actual recipes. And I do want to say real quick that yes, you can be vegan while you're pregnant. It is absolutely safe and healthy. You can get as much protein as you need on a vegan diet. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Oh, good heavens, do you see the gleam on my face? If anyone ever tells me, oh, Hannah, you're glowing in pregnancy, it's just a sheath of sweat all over my skin. Woo, it's getting close, guys. Got a couple more months. Pretty excited to be done. Let's go cook. The first snack I have today is just fruit and nut butter combo. You can do whatever you like. I really like apples and almond butter or apples and peanut butter. You do celery with that as well. I know this is really basic, but it's just a reminder that snacking can be very, very simple. I do recommend getting a good almond butter or good peanut butter out there that you really like so you can eat lots of it, because that's where all the protein is. Fruit has protein as well, but it's the nut butters that have lots. This next snack is a bit of a recipe that I'm really excited about. I can't believe how simple this was. I wanted to make some muffins. It's just really nice to have muffins on hand when you're pregnant and you just want to grab something real quick when you suddenly are so hungry. These muffins are ridiculously easy. The secret is having cashews blended with water to make a sort of cashew milk. I'm not sure how it would work with the store-bought cashew milk, but if you just blend it up, it gets really thick and creamy, and then you're gonna combine a good gluten-free flour with your baking powder and salt. I also added in a tablespoon of coconut sugar in there just to give it a little bit of sweetness. This made a small batch of just 6 muffins, but I'm definitely going to double this next time because wow, they were so moist and fluffy, like the perfect texture. And because they have a bit of a bland flavor, you could sort of look at this recipe as a foundation or a base to add something else. You could add blueberries or chocolate chips or something like that, but I like to keep it plain and then added some vegan butter and jam. These were so good. This is a must-try recipe. And before we move on to the next snack, I just want to take a second to tell you about our sponsor today, Target, and their exclusive grocery brand, Good & Gather. Good & Gather is Target's newest and biggest grocery brand, and they have everything you would need to feed yourself and your family, including a wide range of vegan items. As I'm sure you'll notice, all the ingredients I use in these snacks are from Good & Gather, and here's why. All their products were designed with quality and taste in mind, and I'll be honest, I was really impressed with the quality of the things I got. Mostly the almond butter and the coconut milk. It was some of the best I've ever had, and I'm not just saying that. I had so much fun trying out the Good & Gather products, making these snacks, and I'll definitely be shopping the line again in the future. What's nice about the Good & Gather line is that you can be confident when you're purchasing these products for your family because they not only taste great, but they're all about the 4 no's. No artificial flavors, no synthetic colors, no artificial sweeteners, and no high fructose corn syrup. With many products being certified organic, which is awesome, and you really can taste the difference, especially the almond butter, guys. The almond butter, oh, it's so good. Good & Gather has new products launching this fall that I cannot wait to try to make even more snacks, because I am snacking all the time lately. They even have plant-based patties and alternative ground protein that look really good. I just love how accessible vegan food is these days, and good vegan food too. This was not the case when I went vegan 14 years ago. Target has so many options for us vegans or the veg curious, and it's so convenient because a lot of us have a Target close by. So if you want to get your hands on some of these foods, hint almond butter, hint coconut milk, you can shop Good & Gather by using the link in my description box. The next snack we're making is a black bean falafel. You're just going to put in some black beans with fresh herbs. I used cilantro and parsley. Add in a big handful of spinach and some fresh garlic, as well as cumin, salt and pepper, and blend that up in your food processor. And then you really do need some flour, and I love this gluten-free flour. It worked really well. And then just blend it up until you have a dough-like consistency, and you can form the little falafel patties. And I started to use my hands, which you can do, but I don't recommend because it was a hot mess, and I should have either like wet my hands to keep it from sticking or just use spoons from the get-go, which is what I ended up doing at the end. You're gonna bake for about 12 minutes and then flip, and another 12 minutes. I would open up one of the falafel patties to make sure it's cooked all the way through before you finish your baking time. I think this would be really good as lettuce wraps with maybe like a vegan yogurt sauce, but what I did today is I just sliced up some cucumbers, I had some homemade hummus on the side, and you can also have some ketchup if you want something a little different, because they are black bean falafels, so they're not like totally traditional. These are really high protein because you're getting them from the beans, as well if you have hummus on the side, that's more beans, and a great quick snack that you can meal prep ahead of time. Next snack, we're doing a smoothie. A smoothie is a snack? Yes, obviously. You can have a smoothie any time of day. I love to have smoothies all the time when I'm pregnant. It's just so great to get a lot of nutrition in and some good calories, and adding in protein with a nut butter or any other kind of way you want to get protein in there. And I added spinach to the smoothie. Also, spinach is very high in protein, very, very high. So feel free to add as much spinach as you can handle. We've got frozen bananas, frozen wild blueberries, a big handful of spinach, and some peanut butter, as well as almond milk, and it turns into a purple sludge. Enjoy day, noon, or night. Smoothies are such a wonderful thing when pregnant, especially in the summer when it's 90 degrees outside. Next snack is guac with dippers. I'll just show you the way I like to make my guac. I just mash up an avocado and put in some lime juice. The key is not to put too much lime juice in, then it just tastes way limey. I like to add garlic powder and salt, and then when I don't have pregnancy-related acid reflux, I add red onion and red chili flakes to make it a little spicy. I just had this with some fresh vegetables, snap peas, carrots, and bell pepper, along with some corn chips, and it's fast, easy, high protein, delicious, crunchy, all the things you want. Next snack I am including, because this is a really common like nausea deterrent. Is that the right word? It's something that really helps people if they're feeling kind of yucky, is popcorn. You can air pop your own or buy a bag and throw nutritional yeast on top if you're feeling super vegan, and it's really delicious, and it's just a nice thing to kind of snack. The final snack we have today is, I want you to make this right now because it was so good. It's just coconut milk ice cream, which I had never made before. I thought, I'm gonna try this out for this video, and I will be making it almost every day now. The key, of course, is a really high quality coconut milk, and as I said, this coconut milk like blew my mind. It was so smooth and creamy and rich. The night before, you're just gonna wanna throw it into an ice cube tray to have some coconut milk ice cubes. And we're also going to have this ice cream with a chocolate date sauce that's like fudgy and caramely at the same time. It was so good. You're just going to throw 2 cups of pitted dates into your blender, not your food processor, because that just did not work for me. I don't know, maybe you can make it work. I'm really bad at food processors. I just did this in my Vitamix with some chocolate powder. You can use cacao or cocoa. If you know the difference, then God bless you. Add enough water to make it really smooth and saucy, like a fudge. And then pull out your coconut milk ice cubes and just admire them. They look like art to me. I think they're gorgeous. And you're gonna throw those into your high-speed blender. Give it just a splash of almond milk. You really don't wanna overdo the liquid, then it won't be thick enough to resemble ice cream. Blend that up with your plunger, and then you're also gonna add maple syrup and vanilla extract. And wow, 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 so good, creamy, delicious. after you have it the right consistency and fully blended with no chunks, you may want to throw it back in your freezer for 5 to 10 minutes just to get that frozen feeling, and then top it with your fudge sauce. I just feel like, I don't know what was happening with this kitchen setup today, but I couldn't capture how freaking delicious this was on camera. So can you just take my word for it? It's so good. You have to try it. I also think this recipe could be a great base as well to amend and make new flavors. Strawberry, mint, peanut butter. There's lots of stuff you can do with it. I prefer this though. This was amazing. I'm gonna make this a lot. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these snacks, and thanks again to Target for sponsoring this video. I will see you guys next time.